Okay, so we're gonna start this morning in whatever is comfortable for you, whether you wanna be on your back or in child's pose or seated. You can even start standing if you feel like standing. And then take a big, long, slow inhale through the nose and just fill up with breath. Good morning, Simone. Good morning, Vanessa. We're just starting. You make your way on your backs. And if you're just joining us, I highly advise having blocks handy if you have them at home. So just take a moment to settle into your body, and I'm going to read you something. It actually popped up on my Facebook memory from a few years ago, and I liked it, so I'm going to read it. It's 10 declarations for abundant living. So maybe one of these will resonate with you. Number 1, I honor my body with appropriate fuel and exercise. Number 2, I embrace rest and sleep as a means of renewal. Number 3, I simplify and declutter my life. Number 4, I express gratitude, compassion, and love. Number 5, I slow down, enjoy life, laugh more, worry less. Number 6, I reach out and fully engage with those I care about. Number 7, I free myself from self-imposed pressure to be perfect. Number 8, I appreciate the beauty in my surroundings. Number 9, I make choices that are aligned with my values. And number 10, I acknowledge that I cannot control all circumstances in life. And I will leave you with this. When you laugh and love abundantly, you live a beautiful life. When you laugh and love abundantly, you live a beautiful life. So take a moment, set an intention for your practice today. I think right now it's important that we all do live a life filled with laughter. Why not? We need more laughter and love. Take a big, slow, full inhale through the nose. And open your mouth and sigh it out. Let it go. Be noisy. Let's do that again. Big inhale. Remember, you're all on mute. Make some noise. Let it go. And go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. One hand on each knee. And just draw your knees towards you. And as you do that, your hips should lift right off the mat. Allow that to happen. And then allow your shoulder blades to slide down your back. And then just simply take your knees apart from each other and rotate your ankles. Go a couple times in one direction and then go the opposite way. And then bring your thighs together and let's make some big circles with your thighs. So go in one direction, massaging all around your low back. And then go the opposite way. And allow both of your knees to fall to the right and extend your left arm and just look left. One more big inhale here. As you exhale, bring your legs over to the other side. Take a twist the other way. A couple of deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, make your way back onto your spine. You're gonna set yourself up for bridge pose. So just walk your feet towards you. Press down in your feet, lift your hips up. Thighs are gonna roll inward like you're squeezing a tennis ball between your thighs. Press down more in the feet, scoop the tailbone under so those hips lift up. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, slowly curl your spine down to the earth. And then we're gonna do that again, but this time reach your arms up over your head. So you're going together with your breath. As you inhale, lift the hips, reach the arms. As you exhale, everything comes back down. The arms, the spine, and then the hips and the hands. And just do that a few times on your own. Let's do 2 more. Just make this feel good. So when you exhale and those hands come down, I'm gonna have you take your right leg and just extend it. Not your left, keep your left leg bent. Your left arm is gonna reach up over your head. So your left arm is reaching your right leg, and I want you to kind of energize your leg and your arm. So flex your toes, reach your fingertips away from you. Now you're gonna float your right hand off the mat. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lift your right leg and bring your left hand to your right leg. Your right arm's floating. Inhale, extend the limbs. You can hover your head over the mat if you like. Exhale, lift everything up. And just move with your breath. Do that a few more times. Begin to warm up that core. Begin to build a little fire. Let's do 4 more on this side. On this next one, you're gonna hold it up. You're gonna bring your right hand now to your left, and little pulses right here. Just reach toward that right foot. Keep the shoulder blades off the mat. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. 4 more, 3, 2, and release it. Let your right foot come down to the mat. Extend your left leg. Reach your right arm up over your head. You're gonna float your left arm right off the floor. Take a big inhale, extend your limbs. As you exhale, everything comes up. Inhale, extend. Exhale and lift. Continue that on your own with your breath pattern. 4 more here. On this last one, we're gonna hold it up. Right arm's reaching, left arm now comes to meet your right hand. Little pulses, Charlie's Angels fingers, those pointer fingers reaching towards your left foot. 4 more, 3, 2, this time don't go away. We're gonna take your right leg next to your left. I want you to think about Barbie feet. Those of you who played with Barbies, they had the arch of the feet and the heels didn't touch the floor. Create that with your feet, balls of your feet reaching toward the ceiling. Lace your fingers, lift your shoulders off the floor. Look at your belly, draw the belly button down. And then from there, little lifts towards your feet. Try to keep your shoulders off the mat the whole time. Take a break whenever you need it. Let's do 8 more, 7, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Draw your knees into your chest. And then on your next inhale, get long. Just reach your limbs away from each other. You probably feel a little heat built in the core. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, hug those knees in. This time, add a little movement. Just rock and roll a few times. And we're gonna meet in a standing forward fold. Try not to use the hands if you don't need to. Feet go hip width distance apart and just hang heavy. Allow your arms, your shoulders, your head to relax. Your legs here, mine are straight right now, but you can bend them a lot. Send these sits bones are right here in your tush, send them up, and you will feel a nice lengthening in the hamstrings, regardless if your legs are straight or not. Grab your opposite elbows if that feels okay in your low back. Think about your sitting bones lengthening up, the crown of your head lengthening down, maybe adding a swaying movement slowly from side to side. Let's take one more full breath here. We're gonna meet in the center if you are swaying. Release your hands down, bend your left knee and come onto the left fingertips. You're always welcome to raise the floor with a block. Reach your right arm up to the sky. If you wanna add some big arm circles here, getting into that shoulder area, rotator cuff, you can do that. If you are doing that, try it in both directions. One more big inhale, and then exhale, forward fold, switch it up, right hand down, bend the right knee, left arm reaches up. And again, you can stay right here if those circles felt good. Take a couple circles in each direction. And then forward fold over your thighs. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Find a nice long spine, parallel to the floor. Take your arms out like airplane wings. Bend your knees a little bit. And as you inhale, rise up, reach your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, draw your hands together at the heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, find that nice long spine. Take your time. Fully exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, press away from yourself, look forward. This time as you exhale, plant your hands. Let's step back to plank and pause here in a plank position. So your plank, always check your alignment. Your wrist creases should face the front of your yoga mat. Fingers are spread out and press down in the floor. Notice if you don't press down on the floor, the weight is more in the wrists. As you press down, it keeps you lifted and engages your core. Walk your feet way, way back and then send your heels back. So much going on in this pose. You can squeeze your glutes, you can tuck your tailbone under, you can zip your core up. Just 2 more breaths right here. Your gaze is out in front of you, in front of the mat. Think of your neck as an extension of your spine. And then as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the belly, chaturanga. When you get there, untuck your toes, hug your elbows in. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. 2 more just like that. Inhale, roll it on up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Tuck your toes, fire up your quadriceps. So lift the kneecaps. Press into both hands. You're in plank. Stay here. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Reach that right arm up to the sky. Vashisthasana or side plank. The modification, you can always drop your knee to the floor. Think about your right hip lifting up. In order to do that, you have to press down in your feet. 1 more breath, reach up to that right hand. Slowly as you exhale, make your way to plank. Slowly, don't just plop into plank, go with control. Realign your plank, get long, and then roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Left arm up to the sky. Hip lift. So create like this rainbow underneath your body here. 2 more breaths. What can you do to lift your left hip a little more? Keep reaching up. 1 more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly make that way to plank. Take an inhale here and lower chaturanga. This time, go right for your vinyasa. Maybe cobra, maybe up dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. So this first down dog of the day, maybe for most of us, feet are hip width distance apart or wider. If your back feels tight, go wider. You might do that and go, oh my gosh, why haven't I always done this? It feels so much better. So go with what feels right in your body. If you see your ankles or your heels, adjust your feet so that you don't, so they're hidden behind the balls of your feet. Spread your fingers. Press into your forefinger, your thumb. As you do that, feel your lengthening in the backside of your body. Bend the right knee a lot. Allow the left heel to sink. Switch that up. Do that a few times at your own pace. You might like moving faster. You might like going slower than my words. So do what you like. And then look forward. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. When you get there, inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come together at your heart. Inhale, reach up. We're going to go right through sun salutation A. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Find your nice long spine. Good. Inhale, look forward. Get long. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and lower with your exhalation, chaturanga. Your inhale is your back bend. Burst your heart open. And your exhale is downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. Energy in your hands. Send those hips up and back. Heels down to the floor. 1 more breath. At the bottom of your exhale, look forward. Walk or softly float your feet to the top. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach up, look up. Exhale, draw the hands to your heart. 1 more time, sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and lower chaturanga. Inhale, burst that heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. Take a big step forward with your right foot. You're in a runner's lunge. So you're on the right foot forward and the knee is right over that ankle. I want you to take your right foot, toe heel it to the right twice, maybe 3 times, and then spin your left foot flat. So if you look back, your right foot is not in line with your left. It's more to the right. From here, I want you to take note of this right hip. Look back and see if it's kind of dumping out to the right. Nudge it back in. So the hip is drawing back. Sink forward in this knee. Keep that right hip hugging back and rise up, warrior one. So while you're here, just really feel how this pose should feel. Hip draws back, knee is bent, these lower ribs. If you're back bendy and you tend to do this, try to put some energy in, like you're wearing this tight corset and it's holding you in. I've worn that one time. It was my wedding day. I could barely breathe. Okay, stay here. Relax your shoulders. One more big inhale. As you exhale, hands come down. Step your right foot back and lower through your vinyasa. I was wondering if you'd be able to do it without singing. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Big step forward with your left foot. Take the same care here, setting up for your warrior one. Toe heel to the left. Spin the right foot flat. Don't go away. Don't rush up to warrior one. Nudge your left hip back. Look at it. Bend forward in that knee. Keep nudging the hip back and then rise up. Lower ribs hug in. Energy in the outer edge of your right foot. Shoulders relax, pinkies turn in, and you're just having a soft gaze straight ahead. Notice any energy that you're wasting by clenching your jaw. Try to relax there. One more big inhale. Bring your hands down, step back, take a vinyasa. Pause and breathe. At the end of your next exhale, right foot steps forward. Just rise up, warrior one. Take one inhale and just come on up. And then your exhale is going to bring you right back down through chaturanga. So you're exhaling until you lower down to your belly, and then inhale to your back bend, and then exhale into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. The end of your next exhale, left foot forward, right foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, step back, take a vinyasa. So in case you were wondering if warrior ones are in your future, they are. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Together, big inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let something go. We're going to take a big step forward with your right foot. We're going to set up for warrior one. Spin your left foot flat. Rise up. Right hip draws back. Lower ribs hug in. Take a big inhale, maybe a little back bend as you reach up and back. As you exhale, sweep your arms back, chest to thighs. Right hip is still hugging in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, rise up. This time we're going to stay here. Take your hands behind your back, lace your fingers. So don't go away right here. I want you to send your right knee forward. Send this forward. Keep that, and then let your hands slide down your back thigh. Gaze up. One more big inhale. As you exhale, come forward like someone's dragging the crown of your head forward. When you can't go any further, then come into humble warrior. Head down toward the floor. Right hip, hug it in even more. You're looking back toward your left foot, and your left foot is energetically pressing into your mat. So your left leg is pretty active. Focusing on your breath. Settle into it. Can you reach your arms more toward your head? One more breath right here. You're going to release your left hand down. You're going to come onto the ball of your left foot. Take a twist. Reach your right arm up to the sky. From here, you can choose to stay right here or spin your left foot flat. Vashisthasana. So this hip is lifting up. Now you can stay here. You can modify, I'm gonna turn around. You can modify with your knee down, or you can add a little spiciness to it and bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, bring the knee and elbow together. 2 more breaths in whatever choice you want. Honor your body today. Doing more doesn't always honor your body. We're gonna meet back in Vashisthasana. Big inhale, reach your arm up, lift your hips. Slowly make your way to plank. Pause. Realign your plank. Reach forward through the crown of the head, back through your heels. Press the floor away. Big inhale, slowly lower chaturanga. Finish your vinyasa. Settle into your breath right here. At the end of your next exhale, step your left foot forward. Spin your right foot flat. Rise up, warrior 1. Sink into the knee, press into the outer edge of your foot. So you should feel this like action that you're trying to split your mat in half. You want that. Hug your lower ribs in. Pinkies turn in. Big inhale, reach back, little back bend. Exhale, sweep your arms back, torso to thigh. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, rise up. This time we're gonna stay here. We're gonna lace your fingers the awkward way. So whatever you naturally do, then go ahead and switch it up. Sink into your left knee, draw your left hip back, and then let your hand slide down your back thigh. So your heart is fully exposed upward. 1 more big inhale. Then take your spine forward. Don't go rushing into this pose. Reach forward, keep reaching, and then humbly bow. Crown of the head down, left hip draws back. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Just be present in your body. This is a challenging pose to hold for a bit. Keep reaching your arms toward your head. 2 more slow breaths. We're gonna release your right hand down. Come onto the ball of your right foot, take that twist. Reach the left arm up. From here, step your left foot back, Vashisthasana. So remember, you can modify by dropping that knee to the floor. If you want to add those crunches, lift your left leg, or maybe you just stay right here and practice right here. Reach the arm over your ear, big inhale. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. You can also do this with the knee on the floor. 1 more. We're all gonna meet in Vashisthasana of our choice. Stay here, lift that left hip. 1 more breath, slowly make your way to plank. Big inhale here and take your vinyasa. Big inhale through your nose. Let something go. Another big inhale. This time as you exhale, right foot forward, left foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, chest to thighs. 1 more time, just like that. Move that energy like you're pushing it away. Inhale, rise up. Lace the fingers behind your back. Sink into your right knee. Inhale, open your heart, hand slide down your back thigh. Stay here, 1 extra breath. Come forward as you're exhaling, long spine, humbly bow. Morning, Will. Slow the breath down, hug the right hip in. Release your hands down, come onto the ball of your left foot, take that twist. Option to stay right here or find your Vashisthasana. Lift that right hip. You want to add the crunches, go for it. We'll be here 3 more breaths, so do what you like. Keep lifting those hips. We're going to make our way slowly back to plank. Lower through your vinyasa. So we're gonna stay on the right side. So pause in your downward facing dog. Stay right here. Big inhale through your nose. As you exhale, take a big step forward with your right foot. This time we're gonna stay on the ball of your left foot. We're gonna rise up, crescent pose, Anjaneyasana. So in crescent pose, this knee is right over the ankle, okay? You don't wanna have your foot back and your knee forward like I'm doing right now. Move the foot forward. You can drop your left knee or have a bent left knee. So take an inhale here. If your leg is lifted, exhale, bend the knee, open the heart. You're gonna hover that knee over the floor. Inhale, reach up, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend, open your heart. 2 more. We're gonna meet back in crescent pose. Big inhale. Bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna take a twist. Hook that left elbow to the outside of the knee. Now you can modify by dropping your left knee. If taking the hands to your heart is too much, bring your left hand down, right arm up. So wherever you are, I want you to think about the crown of your head reaching forward and your left heel reaching back. So stay here a few more breaths. Where we're going next is warrior 2. So just think about your transition is just spinning the left foot flat and turning your body the other way. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, try that. Spin the left foot flat. Your feet should be in the good alignment to go right into warrior 2. But if not, adjust them. Your right heel is in line with your back foot. You're sinking in this knee, reaching through your arms. Your legs probably a little fiery because you've had it bent for quite some time. So just breathe into your strength. An abundance of strength right here. Let's take a little break, straighten that right leg. Reverse your triangle, reach up and back. Come back to warrior 2, sink into your knee. Parsva Konasana, forearm to thigh or any option you like. Arm can be over the ear. If you have blocks, maybe a block in front or behind your foot. You want an option that allows you to open. Come on back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Keep sending your right knee forward. Side angle pose 1 more time. You can take a half wrap here if you want to get into the shoulders, maybe a full wrap. So without even looking at your right foot, just notice if you're gripping the mat with your toes. And if you are, can you soften them? Maybe lift them off your mat and then let them come back down. And then come back to warrior 2. Straighten your right leg, reverse your triangle again. And then come on up, reach forward into triangle pose. You can shorten your stance if you like by bumping your left foot up once or twice, 3 times, whatever works for you. And do what you like with your arms, yogi's choice. You wanna work your core, you can float the right arm. You can even reach it to the side. Come on back to warrior 2. So we're gonna come into half moon pose from here, which I always recommend using blocks for. So the block would be to the diagonal of your right pinky toe. So it's not straight in front of your right foot. Your left hand at your hip, you're gonna peel your left hip open and take your left arm up to the sky. Now, if you wanna grab the right foot, you can. Shavasana, we call that. About 2 more breaths here in your half moon. So if your right or your left hand is up to the sky, bring it to your hip. You're gonna roll that hip down, find warrior 3. So you might just say, I'm gonna use my blocks and take this as my warrior 3, or you can bring your hands to your heart. So I want you to put the awareness in your right foot and press down in the right foot and rise up. You're gonna try to take this left leg up. If you lose your balance, just come to standing and give your leg a lift. So you can lift the knee. If you want to grab your big toe and extend the leg, you can go here too. If you have a strap and you want to place a strap around your foot, you can go there as well. I'm gonna have you move your right hand to your hip. You're gonna open your leg to the left. So either your knee, or if you have your big toe, you're taking that full extended leg to the left. You're looking straight ahead, or if you want to challenge your balance, look over your right shoulder. One more breath, and then slowly bring your leg to center. Slow is the name of the game here with balancing. We're going to take your right hand now either to the outside of your right knee for a twist, or to the outer edge of that foot, looking back. So where we're gonna go next, so you can wrap your brain around it, is into revolved half moon pose. So don't worry, it flows. Just stay here an extra breath. Your left leg that's forward is gonna go back, your left hand down on your block. Find your warrior three shape with the hips, and then reach your right arm up, revolved half moon. It goes, I promise. Put the energy in your left foot, reach it back, and then reach up with your right hand a little more. Can you use your breath to spin your heart open a little bit more? One more breath. Right hand down, step back, pyramid pose. So pyramid pose is much shorter than triangle, even though it's a similar shape. So your left foot is back, and make sure your left heel is on the floor. I'm gonna have you all rise up. So you have your pyramid legs. Again, we're not a big stance. Hands at your hips. Have your hip bones face the front of your mat. So you might have to kind of nudge your right hip back a little. And then inhale, just look up. Take the spine with you. Keep pressing down in your right big toe. Keep nudging your right hip back. Slow, slow, slow. And then allow the hands to come down. Maybe you grab your blocks and you frame your right foot. Keep nudging that right hip back. Now you can choose what you want to do with your arms. Might feel good to reach them forward. It might feel good to reach back toward that left leg. Two more breaths right here. This should feel good in your hamstring and your low back. You're gonna look forward, step your left foot next to your right. If your blocks are on your mat like mine are, release them. So we're gonna come up to standing, big inhale, reach your arms up. And then we're gonna sit down in chair pose. So just have a seat. So in chair pose, I want you to lift all 10 toes off the mat. Take this tailbone, tuck it down. So options, we're gonna take another twist. So if you wanna come with me and take a prayer twist, your left elbow would go to the outside of the right knee. That doesn't sound appealing to you, stay right here. If you wanna play with side crow, those hands come down on the outside of your yoga mat. Your hands must be in line. If they're staggered like I'm doing, it's gonna be very hard to balance. You bend your elbows, you tip over like a teapot, and you lift your feet. Or you extend your legs and have a really cool hip hop move that will impress even the littlest kids like Anwar and Stella. So we're gonna come back to chair pose. Reach those arms up. Stand up nice and tall. Take your right hand to your hip or thigh, or reach that left arm over your ear. Inhale, both arms reach up and take it the other way. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Go ahead and take a vinyasa, or just step back to down dog, or if you would like a child's pose, take a child's pose. If you're taking this class on demand and you want to take a break, you have the beauty of pushing pause. For the rest of us doing this live, do what honors your body. Couple of deep breaths here. Let's take a letting go breath, let go of some heat. Inhale, big inhale, keep breathing in. Open your mouth, make some noise. Sound like a DJ. Make some noise. All right, at the end of your next exhale, step your left foot forward. Spin your right foot flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. I could never be a DJ because I would dance to all my favorite songs. Okay, stop yapping. Inhale, reach up and back, and exhale, chest to thighs. Sweep your arms back. Do that one more time with your breath pattern. Inhale, rise up. Lace the fingers the awkward way behind your back. Sink into your left knee more. Keep it there. And then hands slide down your back thigh. Gaze up. Come forward, long spine. Reach, 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 and then humbly bow. Two more breaths. Right hand comes down, come onto the ball of your foot, take that twist. Stay here, or Vashisthasana, spinning to the outer edge of that right foot. Left arm lifts up, left hip lifts. You're trying to get your right foot flat on the mat. The only way to do that is to press more into your right hand. If you want to add those crunches, now's the time. We're going to be here 3 more breaths. We're all going to meet in plank. Take your time getting there. The first one there gets to stay the longest, right? So take your time. Crown of the head reaches forward, heels reach back, quads engaged. Big inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Staying on that left side, step your left foot forward. On the ball of your right foot, we're gonna meet in crescent pose. Remember, any option you want. Knee can be down, knee can be bent. But this left knee, please try to create a nice 90-degree angle in the left thigh. If your knee is lifted, come with me, big inhale. As you exhale, bend the knee and hover. Bless you. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Come on back to crescent. You're going to bring your hands to your heart. Send the crown of the head forward and then hook that elbow, or right hand down, left arm up. Remember, you can always back off by dropping the right knee to the floor. Regardless where you are in this pose, can you send the crown of your head forward a little more and reach back through your right foot a little more? Suck your belly button in, deepen the twist. So remember where we're going next, warrior 2, but take another breath. All you're gonna do is spin your right foot flat, open your arms, and voila, warrior 2. Check your feet, right toes turn in just a little, left toes toward the front. Reach through your arms. If your left leg is feeling like mine, it's a little fiery right now, just breathe with it. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Come on back to warrior 2. Forearm to thigh, reach the right arm up. Not Vashisthasana, side angle pose. Parsva Konasana. Do whatever you like. If you used a block or you brought your hand to the floor, or half wrap, if you remember what you did on the other side, try to mirror it, unless you have an injury that keeps you from doing so. Couple more breaths. Can you go a little deeper in your left knee? I knew you could. So keep that nice bend in the knee. Come back, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Don't change the legs. Reach up and back. One more side angle pose. Maybe a different option, maybe the same. Honor thy body. We're gonna come back to warrior 2. Reach those arms. Abundance of strength right here. Feel it. Let your leg get fiery. Let it shake a little bit. Straighten that left leg. Reverse your triangle. Reach up and back. When you're ready, find your triangle pose. Remember, you can shorten the stance, bringing that right foot up a little bit. You're aligning your shoulders and hips, similar to a half moon. Think of a half moon shape, but your right foot's on the floor. If you wanted to do that extra core work, you can always float the left arm. It's just an option. 2 more breaths in your triangle. We're going to meet back in warrior 2. And think about floating into your half moon pose. So again, you want your block to the outside diagonal of your left pinky toe. I'd recommend right hand to the hip as you peel your hip open and reach up. Flex your right toes, reach your right arm up to the sky a lot, unless your hand's at your hip, of course. You can grab the back foot for Chapasana if you want to. It's just an option. 2 more breaths wherever you are. We're going to warrior 3 next. So remember, you can modify by just bringing the hands down on your blocks. Left toes are straight forward, right hip rolls down, or hands can be at your heart or somewhere else. Reach back a lot through your right foot. So you need to ground down in your left foot a lot and then rise up slow. Go slow, go slow. Right knee's gonna lift in front of you or extend the leg. You give your right hand to the knee or the big toe, left hand to your hip. So you're grounding, pressing the floor away from you with your left foot to grow tall. And then open your leg to the right. Knee can be bent or straight. Can you look over your left shoulder? And if you lose your balance, just be mindful of your response. It's a yoga pose. Bring your gaze forward, bring your leg forward. So give your leg a lift. Left hand now grabs either the outside of the knee or the outside of your right foot. Your right arm goes back. Your gaze can go back toward that right hand. Keep grounding in your left foot. Growing tall. A couple more breaths. Revolved half moon is next, but not yet. Just stay there. Right hand comes down to your block. Right leg goes back, parallel to the floor. Hips are even. Feel your hips before you extend that left arm up to the sky. So once you're in the pose, supercharge your right leg. Reach back. Flex your toes down to the floor. Reach your left arm up. Spin the heart open to the side. Couple more breaths. One more breath. Big inhale. Left hand down. We're going to step back to pyramid legs. And we're going to come up to standing. So find your stance. Right toes are slightly forward. Hips are forward. Take a little back bend. Inhale, look up. Keep your hips forward as you bring your spine forward. I'm sorry, keep your hips drawing back, facing forward. And then ultimately allow them to come down. Keep pulling that left hip back, folding over your front thigh. You can even draw the chin toward the chest, getting into the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. There's 3 locks in the body. That's the one at the top, the Jalandhara. Now you can walk your hands back. You can lace them behind your right leg if you like, or just stay where you are. Shake that head out, yes and no. One more breath for me here. And then look forward, right foot steps forward to meet your left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, just fold. Bend your knees a lot. So just stay right here. Look down at your toes. Send the hips back, lift the toes off the floor and come up, chair pose. So again, you can choose to stay right here. Otherwise, hands are going to come to your heart and take a twist, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Breathe here. Draw the left hip back. I'm going to go this way and show you in case you want to try that side. Crow on this side. I come onto the balls of my feet and line my hands up. Now you don't have to use this back tricep as a shelf. You can put everything on the front. And you can extend the legs if you want or not. We're going to meet back in chair pose. So take your time if you're playing with side crow. And then straighten those legs. Take a back bend, arms like goalposts. Look up. Inhale, reach up. Let's take that side body stretch again. This time, left hand down, right arm over the ear. Make this feel good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale the other way. Inhale, reach up. We're gonna sit down in chair pose. We're gonna make our way down to the floor. So if your knees don't love it, you can just straighten your legs and come to the floor. Otherwise, you can shift to the balls of your feet, bring your hands down, and allow your tush to come on down to the mat. Have some blocks handy. I think we're gonna use them. All right, hope you guys are feeling good. We're gonna take your left leg to the side, right foot into your inner thigh. Grab this left thigh, give it a little spin in toward the bottom of your right foot. Flex your toes, inhale, reach the arms up. You can wrap a strap around your foot if you like, otherwise twist a little and then reach and fold. So if you're not sure what to do with the strap, it would go around your foot, you'd wrap it and pull yourself forward. So whatever you're doing, strap or no strap, this left thigh is active, foot is flexed, muscles engaged. Why, you ask? It's because I don't want you to pull a muscle. If you keep your muscles engaged, you can't do that. So as you get warmer, literally, temperature-wise in your body, you'll find your body is more flexible. And then if we're not active with the muscles, we start to think, oh my gosh, look how I'm getting further. And then you pull a muscle and then you'll be mad at me. So don't do that. One more breath right here. Walk your hands on up. We're gonna take this left leg. We're gonna set up for double pigeon or fire log pose. So your right foot, I want you to have this right shin ideally parallel to the front of your mat. And you're gonna take this left foot, your heel, place it on your knee. And you might have a big space right here like this, which you can take a block if it bugs you. You can kind of put some support there. You might have your knees and ankles like mine are right now. Your body might say, no way am I doing this. You're gonna bring your left shin in front and stay right here, okay? So find an option that feels right in your body. Flex both feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward. Keep your sitting bones on the floor. Your hands come down and you decide what you wanna do here. You could grab a block, stand it up, place your forehead on it. You might even need to stack blocks depending on your hip mobility. You can walk your arms forward, so go explore. Take a few deep breaths. Those of you that are playing my playlist right now, good song just came on. Little Rod Stewart. All right, we're gonna walk our hands back up. I love this song. Okay, so have your blocks handy if you have them. You might not even wanna do what I'm gonna show you in a moment. Right now, all you're gonna do is grab this left leg. So if your left leg's in front, give it a grab. One hand on the knee, one hand on the foot. I just want you to draw that leg towards you. Your options, if this is enough, stay here. Next option, you take the forearms underneath and you bring that leg toward your chest. Notice my foot is still flexed. That's not enough for you. Foot into the elbow crease, knee into the elbow crease, lace the fingers, and draw the leg towards you. So kind of explore, see what your body is allowing today, and then just rock your little baby to sleep. It could only be this easy. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a couple options. You can stay right here. Ooh, I see a cute dog on the screen. You can stay right here if this is enough for you. If you're feeling a little crazy, you're gonna grab your leg. I like to kind of think like a bow and arrow, draw the knee away from you. This left arm is gonna come and grab the calf. And you kind of give your leg a lift. So, you know, your leg's just kind of hanging out here on your shoulder. It's like what we do every day, right? And then you hug it in and then you grab your blocks. Just come with me, it's fun. You're gonna place one hand on each block. Yep, you're doing this. You're hugging the back of your left thigh into your shoulder and you're gonna elevate. This is what yoga is all about. Reach your foot forward. There's your core right there. Try to float your foot. And then you can come down or you can stay all day. Isn't that fun? You've all been enlightened. All right, let's switch it on up. Right leg out, left foot in. Grab your thigh, roll it in. Big inhale, reach your arms up. Twist a little and then reach and fold forward over your thigh. So think long spine. Oh, that's Harry. So cute. I couldn't tell whose dog that was. So every time you inhale, get long in the spine. And as you exhale, bring your torso closer. Remember, you can use your strap here. Your hamstring mobility might be different from side to side. Mine sure is. One more breath here. See if you can grow longer in the spine. And then as you exhale, bring your torso closer to your leg. And then walk your hands up. So this left shin now, you want to ideally have it parallel to the front of your mat. And your right foot is going to come on top. Now you might already notice, oh my gosh, my hips are so different from side to side. Totally normal. Grab your block if you need it. Move the shin in front if you need to. So find your position, flex your feet. Keep them flexed. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward. Remember, you can grab your block to rest your forehead. Just settle into your breath. Maybe your inhales, you count them. And then have your exhales match it. Do that if your mind is wandering off of your mat right now. Your to-do list will wait for you. I promise it'll be waiting. Just stay here. One more breath here in your fire log pose. You're going to walk your hands back up. You're going to take this right shin and give it a lift. So start slowly again. Even if you know this hip might be looser, just kind of feel it. Then maybe you come here, or maybe you don't. Doesn't matter. This foot is still flexed, my right foot. If you want to bring the foot into the elbow crease and the knee, you can go there too. And then of course you can rock your quiet little baby. So now you know where we went on the other side. If you're thinking, I have no interest in doing that, don't. Just stay here. Enjoy this hip opener, bringing the shin closer to your chest. If you want to come with me, you're going to draw that knee down, kind of open the hip a little bit more right here. Then the the left hand goes on the top of your foot and your right hand goes right at the top of your calf. Give your leg a lift. And if it doesn't get there the first time, try it again. Give it a lift. Ugh. And if it doesn't work again, you can try it again. You're hugging the shoulder with the back of your leg. Grab your blocks. Press down, lift your hips. Maybe reach your leg. You can even hook your legs. There's another pose in here. And then you send your legs to the side. Ooh, I haven't done that in a long time. Ooh. And we're gonna meet back on our tush. Very nice. All right, let's take our legs to the sides. Feet again are flexed for the same reason. Keep those muscles engaged. Hands behind you, scooch forward a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch. Take that arm over your ear. Inhale, take it up and over to the other side. One more breath here. Inhale, come on up. We're going to take those legs together and we're going to make our way onto our backs for the remainder of class. So anything you're going to need for Shavasana, grab it now. Grab a block if you have one. We're going to walk our feet in towards your body. We're going to do one bridge pose today. We're going to just hold it a little longer. So press down in those feet, lift the hips, hug those thighs inward. Now you can do what you want here. Maybe you lace the fingers underneath you and walk the shoulder blades. Maybe you're kind of had enough. We've been pretty active class today. You can place the block right underneath you. You want to come into full wheel. Find a bridge you want to stay with and stay for 4 more breaths. You might be able to walk your feet a little bit closer to you. 2 more breaths. Energy is down in the feet, thighs engaged. 1 more breath. If your arms are underneath you, if a block is underneath you, remove it and then slowly come on down to your spine. Come into happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet, draw the knees toward the floor, and just gently rock from side to side. We're going to release your feet back down to the floor. Now you're going to grab your block. If you do not have a block, please come right here. L shape in the body. If you have a block, lift your hips. Medium height like this or low height underneath your hips. And then from there, you'll take your legs up. So we're all going to be in this same L shape with the body, with the hips either lifted or on your mat. If you have another inversion you prefer to take, a headstand, a handstand, forearm balance, whatever, feel free. 3 more deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring 1 foot down at a time. You're going to press down in the feet, lift those hips, remove the block, and slowly come on to your spine. Draw the right knee into your chest, let your left leg go long, give that knee a squeeze. And then with your left hand, guide your knee across your body for a final twist. Come on back onto your spine. Unless you want to stay longer, please feel free to do so. Hug the left knee in, right leg goes long, and guide that knee across your body. Come on back onto your back. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lift your nose up towards your knees. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to let it go into Shavasana. If you are using my playlist, I would recommend either one of the last 2 songs, not big beats in it that might impact your Shavasana. Take your feet wide, let the feet flop open, maybe even off your mat. Palms up, shoulders, maybe tuck them underneath you. And if you have a towel or an eye pillow for your eyes, I'd recommend covering them. And then together, let's take a long, slow, full inhale. Just fill up with breath. And open mouth sigh. Shavasana. slowly begin to bring some awareness back to the body, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. If you have more time to stay in Shavasana, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, reach your arms over your head onto the floor for one final stretch from the fingertips all the way down to your toes. And as you exhale, draw the knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Allow your knees to just carefully fall over to the right. And when you feel ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And when you get there, just sit up nice and tall. Let's bring the hands together at the heart and just close the eyes. Just take a moment and notice how you feel internally, your mind, quiet, maybe a little more space in the body. I'm going to leave you with a quote we started with. When you laugh and love abundantly, you live a beautiful life. So make more time in your day, every day, to laugh, to love, give love, receive love. And with that, big inhale together through the nose. An open mouth sigh, let it go. One more time, just like that. Be noisy, let it go. May the sun always shine through your heart into your smile and warm your soul. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Stop.